A bit of advice. Don't threaten the guy who pours the drinks.
Welcome to WatchMojo, and today we're counting down our picks for the top 10 best Arcane moments in Act I.
Will you please stop hovering?
I'm not sure how to do that, sir.
For this list, we're looking at the most gripping, impactful scenes in the first 3 episodes of Netflix's animated League of Legends series, including the most exciting and the most tragic. If you haven't watched Arcane yet, do yourself a favor and check it out right now, because this is your spoiler alert. What Arcane moment are you still thinking about? Share it with us in the comments. Number 10. Orphaned. A child's voice floats through the smoke in the aftermath of a bloody civil war. This scene was a powerful way to start the series. As Powder sings, her sister Vi leads her through the carnage of the Undercity's failed uprising against Piltover, the city of progress.
So come across the river and find.
Meanwhile, Vander is still fighting Piltover's soldiers. Besides Powder singing, no words are spoken, but the characters' expressions say it all. The shock and grief on Vi's face as she sees the bodies of her parents is heartbreaking. It's an emotional moment that does a brilliant job introducing the sisters, Vander, and Fortiche Productions' expressive animation style. It also confirmed the sibling relationship that League fans had long suspected. Number 9. A miraculous rescue. With this flashback, Arcane introduced us to magic and a very mysterious mage. As a young Jayce and his mother slog through the snow, all seems lost. Famous for its frigid weather, the Freljord is unforgiving. However, Jayce's cries for help are answered in a miraculous fashion. The sorcerer who emerges from the snowstorm saves them with a dazzling display of rune magic. Jayce and his mother are transported to safety, creating a formative memory that drives Jayce's future research. As for the mage's identity, many fans think it may have been Rise, despite the pale skin. But as of writing, we're still awaiting confirmation.
How?
Number 8. Jayce defies the council. Arcane does a great job of balancing character moments with political machinations and world building. And Jayce's trial really hammered home the conflict between science and magic that underpins Piltover's place in Runeterra.
What I did endangered people. It was reckless, and for that I'm sorry. I ask the council's forgiveness, and I hope that I can continue my studies.
Thanks to Vi's heist and Powder's mishap, Jayce's unauthorized experiments with magic are brought to the attention of the council. At first, Jayce follows Heimerdinger's advice, offering humble apologies. But when pushed, he digs his heels in, voicing his belief that together, magic and science can really help people.
The Academy seems to have loosened its standards.
This is a fine line. If we condone this, what's
Ridiculous,
next?
really.
The council has more important...
Why is the Academy pronouncing?
This is
Perhaps we should just finish
I was
this.
trying to create magic.
It's this idealism that makes him such an endearing character. And it's his faith in his own abilities that makes you want to see him succeed.
Surely we, the pioneers of science, can use it for good. We're the champions of discovery. Why fear it when we can master it?
Jayce, enough.
This is the city of progress. think of the wonders we could create.
Number 7. Street Brawl.
Just a taste?
Just...
The hand-painted aesthetic of Arcane's animation creates haunting character moments. But with this early scene in Episode 1, Fortiche showed that they can also pull off thrilling action sequences. A heist in Piltover leaves Vi's quartet of thieves with an impressive haul. But Deckard and his thugs want a piece of the pie. What follows is a visceral street brawl where even our protagonists take their fair share of blows. The movements are so fluid you would swear it's rotoscoped. What's more, each of the quartet's fighting styles match their characters. And a striking slow motion sequence makes sure we don't miss any of the action. Number 6. Deckard's Rampage. Vi might defeat Deckard in the brawl, but he isn't down for long. Thanks to a dose of shimmer, Deckard levels up into a monstrous mutant. After Vander gives himself up to the Enforcers, Silco sicks Deckard on them. We were so sure that Jorge Agdashlu's distinct voice would be gracing future episodes, but a splash of blood and Enforcer Grayson is slaughtered. Benzo doesn't fare any better. When he stepped forward, we all knew what was coming. Nonetheless, his demise is brutal.
You never did know when to walk away.
Wait!
Stubborn to the end.
These were the first major character deaths, and they foreshadowed the bloodshed to come. Number 5. Jayce and Viktor invent hex tech.
Time to crank it. Are you sure you know what you're doing?
Is this a partnership for the ages or what? After the council dresses him down and his patrons desert him, Jayce contemplates giving up.
Am I interrupting?
But Viktor, the dean's assistant, has taken notice of him. Together, they merge their minds to fulfill Jayce's lifelong dream. And the combination is magic. Literally. Thanks to Viktor's input and craftiness, the two are able to stabilize Jayce's hex crystal. Watching the delighted duo float around the room together, it's impossible not to smile. We wish we believed they would stay besties forever, but we kinda doubt it. Number 4. Vi's fist fight.
You don't have to do this.
Yes, I do.
We saw Vi given the old 1-2 in the first episode's Street Brawl, but it was in episode 3 that we really watched her unleash. To rescue Vander from Silco, she needs to buy Milo and Claggor some time. So she dons Vander's gauntlets and lets loose on Silco's goons. It's another well-choreographed and amazingly animated action sequence that puts you right in the thick of things. As Vi's fists lash out, henchman after henchman falls. The scene shows off both her prowess and dedication to her companions. Unfortunately, of course, Deckard just isn't having it. Number 3. Powder's bomb works.
You have to work. For me, okay?
Talk about a gut punch. We all came to episode 3 eager for more. We all left looking haggard and shocked, like we'd been dragged through the streets. Milo had freed Xander. Claggor had punched a hole through the wall. All they had to do was clamor out. But poor Powder, desperate to help, loaded up a wind-up toy with hex crystals. for once, her bomb worked. In fact, it worked so well that Milo and Clagger were crushed to death beneath the debris, and Vi and Vander were trapped. It's a tragic turn that had us holding our heads as we watched. Number 2. Vander's Last Stand. We know the Act I finale is taking all our top spots, but how could it not? We got a glimpse of Vander fighting in episode 1, but after his failed uprising, he hung up his gauntlets. He remains a legend in Zaun, and when he has to save Vi, we learn why. Picking up makeshift metal knuckles, he goes to town on Deckard. Only it's not enough, so in desperation, Vander downs a vial of shimmer to return to the fray. There's a heart-wrenching moment when he almost loses himself before coming back to his senses and rescuing Vi. Sadly, the act proves to be his last. Although, with all the Warwick vibes, we'll have to wait and see to know for sure. Before we unveil our top pick, here are some honorable mentions. The heist goes wrong. Powder blows up the lab. The chase. Vi outsmarts Piltover's enforcers. Silco's origins revealed. Hell-bent on war, he's kind of the Magneto to Vander's Professor X.
We shared a vision, Vander. A dream of freedom. Not just for the lanes, but the whole of the underground, united as one.
The enforcers find their quarry. All they had to do was open a window.
Hey guys, you should see this.
Powder's breakdown. Mia Sinclair Janessa's voice acting is phenomenal. Before we continue, be sure to subscribe to our channel and ring the bell to get notified about our latest videos. You have the option to be notified for occasional videos or all of them. If you're on your phone, make sure you go into your settings and switch on notifications. Number 1. Powder turns against Vi.
Why did you do this?
I was saving you. I only wanted to help. I only wanted to help. I only wanted to help.
Vi and Powder start the series as sisters clinging to each other as the world falls down around them. But episode 3 sees them torn apart. Despite the best intentions, Powder keeps jinxing all their missions. And when she realizes what her hex crystal bomb has done, you can see her beginning to break.
I told you to stay away!
No! Why did you leave me?
Because you're a Jinx! Do you hear me?
But it's Vi's angry reaction, understandable as it is, that pushes Powder over the edge. Sadly, the opportunistic Silco is there to capitalize on Vi's absence.
She left me. She is not my sister.
This character shift into dark territory really felt earned. It is a tragic turn that ends a gripping and roller coaster first act.
It's okay. We'll show them. We will show them all.
Do you agree with our picks? Check out this other recent clip from WatchMojo, and be sure to subscribe and ring the bell to be notified about our latest videos.